Good morning, friends. Well, good morning for me. I got shit to do today. So you get me kind of IRL while I, like, work through all the stuff. I've got to get this done because I need this space to cut some things and... Hey, Sam. Good morning. It's still morning for me. It's morning for me. Afternoon. Now, yeah, I guess it is afternoon. The difference between morning and afternoon comes real fast, doesn't it? Of course, I have my color ones all mixed up in here, so I gotta make sure I don't accidentally grab ABs. Oh, so yeah, so these ones are already glued up here, these two rows. These rows I need to glue. I'm just kind of doing a quick set out to make sure I like my new plan. And then I glue them on using E6000 Fabrifuse Extreme Stretch. Well, welcome in, Official Swag King, with your second time in stream. Appreciate you being here. But yeah, so I have... This is just obviously a piece of cardboard from a diaper box wrapped in cling wrap. That way, when I glue through, it doesn't accidentally glue to the back of the other part of the costume. That's more what I'm worried about it than like gluing to my table. Yeah, E6000. So E6000 makes tons of different like formulations. So I used to use their regular good old E6000 clear. You can get the white, it dries clear too. However, it is stinky, like massively stinky. So I have gone to using this Fabrifuse, and it is a lot better. Oh, I can zoom in if you guys want to see this a little better. But today is just like, I don't know, I got to get stuff done. So I figured, like, I'm going to be up and down and taking care of kids and doing all the things. So it's going to be a little crazy, I think, today. Oops. But me being on stream will kind of keep me going. It's really easy when I got the kids around and I'm trying to get commissions done to just, like, decide to walk, like, be like, and I'm going to walk away from this for a little while. I don't want to do that. I have diamond dots tacky for the canvas due to one painting missing the glue in one spot. Yeah, I had in my big one, I've had a few spots that have been missing like the tack. And I just used super glue. I left those spots open and then went back and just put some super glue in it. Yep, this is more of what I want. All right, let's glue. Like, I probably have to unglue the glue. So I used this pin to get the glue, and it's been... That's the thing with this glue, is it sticks, and it kind of sticks forever. Like, there's no... You can wash it. You can do all sorts of stuff, and it just, you know... $5 is what it cost me at Hobby Lobby. Yeah. E6000 is not expensive. So... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I don't know if you guys care that I'm just making sure there's no glue smushing up the tip. Hold please while I put my guy out in Stream Raiders. Because, you know, priorities. I don't know if I can do this left-handed. I probably am not going to try that. Because, yeah, left-handed is for the bees. Oh! This costume has been one of my, like, easier ones. So right now I'm just trying to get it off of my list and just get her done. Get her out of here. But I did not sleep well last night because E was in my bed again because she's still sick. And her fever has finally seemed to break and be gone for good, which I hope, like, cross your fingers. But she was coughing a lot, and she goes through, like, I don't know if they're not really, they're kind of night terrors when she's, like, stuck in between asleep and awake. Yeah, I forget Stream Raiders too, unless I am paying attention. But I don't know, she was coughing, and so I think she was being slightly woken up. She was coughing a lot. And that was kind of keeping her in that weird in-between wake and sleep phase. And with her, it's a little bit panicky and kind of like she's having a nightmare. It sucks. It sucks big time. But so I spent a lot of the night, like, she thrashes, she kicks, she cries. Like, she can't really be woken up. It's really bizarre. She used to have it a lot more than she... Oh, I gotta move those up because... So it kept me up because she was sleeping next to me. You kind of have to, like, get her fully woken up to get her out of it, but it's really hard to do. And even then, if she falls asleep too quickly again afterwards, she pops right back into it. So it's just a pain in the ass. But it is what it is. 'Tis life. All right, so there's my... Gotta find my center. This one's the center one, so we're gonna make sure we get one right here. Shit, now I've already lost it. Hold on, I'm gonna have to go see what the baby needs. What? Well, if you didn't throw your things out of your reach, you wouldn't be crying about it. Dude. And he's having a bit of a day. He's a little ornery this morning. I don't know why. He's just chosen to be a little ornery, which is fine. Oh, yeah, and also the reason I put it on the board, not just for the sticky, so, you know, I don't stick it to the back of the other. I also do it so it's stretched. That way the glue is already a little stretched as it goes on, like as if they've been wearing it. Now, this extreme stretch glue, the glue itself technically should stretch. However, sometimes it can kind of pull. I don't know. The glue stretches, but the rhinestones still don't stretch. So if you've ever stretched like a shirt that has screen printing on it, and like the screen printing is kind of cracked apart, well, this glue stretches, but the rhinestone won't, and so as it pulls, it will. The rhinestone could pop off. They don't usually, but that's one of the reasons I'm doing it. Okay, so that's just needs a couple minutes to dry. So it needs 24 hours to cure all the way, but it does dry quick enough to kind of maneuver fairly quickly. So that's what that's gonna look like. I'm gonna put some around the neck, but I've got to deal with that stretching. So while that's doing that, I don't want to set that on there. It's paper towel. Put the briefs on. Robbie has had a few of those, but not so bad. Yeah, it's been... So, she started having them when she was, like, right around the age of 2. And they kind of seemed like she would wake up suddenly from a nap and be just, like, inconsolable. And I couldn't figure out why. And then we started happening at night where she'd wake up kind of like a... I don't know. We kind of thought it was a night terror, right? And I didn't know what to do. And then I noticed one night when I was watching her that she was, seemed to be like having some sleep apnea with it in the nights. So I asked the doctor about it the next time we went in for a checkup. And the doctor was like, no, that's moderately worrisome. So let's check on that. And so she did a, what, buddy? What do you need, sweet boy? Just need to be sad for a minute. Ow. They did a hemoglobin test and she was super low on iron. And so we gave her an iron supplement for about 6 months to get it stabilized. 11 inches. What's half of 11? 4.5? No, 5.5, you idiot. So that's my center line, which feels weird because it's not... Ah! I just gotta find a pin. Let me see what he needs real fast. Hold, please. Hold, please. Sorry, this is real life. IRL for me because I have a baby up, a sick kid at home. Like, just doing all the things today. It's okay though. It's all good. Oh, geez. Moving things around. Oh, gosh. All right. Okay. See if I can get my measuring. I was gonna say, let me see if I can get my measuring apparatus without knocking everything on the floor that's on top of it. And I managed to do just that, but then the one I want isn't even down there. I've noticed Robbie would have them after seeing horror movies, or other adults in the house would play. So if they have a horror movie on, I remove him from it since it gets him upset. Hubby's grandma, like everyone grew up watching them and never had a problem. I'm not letting him be scared when we can avoid it and try horror movies when he's older. I was 6 to 8 when I became scared of clowns from movie It. Yeah. We have wondered from her if she gets scared of stuff, but my kid is kind of macabre. Like, she likes scary things, and so far she doesn't seem to be having like nightmares so much as just like, I don't know. I think her being sick. I wish I knew where that stupid ruler is. I think she just kind of got stuck in between waking and sleeping with the coughing. And I think it just kind of fucked with her. She woke up this morning still coughing and crying. Oh, I'm going to stick my head under my table. See if I can see it without hitting. So I have this one. It would work. It's just huge. I have one that's like narrower. It might be stuck in between phases that scares her. Yeah. Or just like she's not totally awake, so she doesn't know what's going on and is still dreaming. Like, I don't know, maybe something similar to like sleepwalking or talking in her sleep. She was talking. She didn't get up and walk, but she was really active. So it's almost 1.5 inches. It's 1 3/8. And I don't need to pin it right in the middle point. I can do it slightly towards the top. So we'll do 5/8. He's so mad right now. Anyone's wondering, I just left that glue too long and now that just might be stuck in it. Why is he mad? I don't know. He's in like his play yard. It's big. It's like 10 square feet. But he just like, I'm not giving him all of the attention that he wants. Thinks he deserves. I mean, he deserves all the attention. He's cute. He's a good kid. But he's just literally screaming for some attention right now, which we've been playing most of the morning. And now that I'm not playing with him, he's, he wasn't done playing. And his way to get my attention these days is to throw things out of the play yard and then yell at me because he can't reach them anymore. He is 19 months? 20 months? 20 months? 1.5. I don't actually know. I have to count. 20 months. So he's got ideas. He has started becoming quite vocal. Almost, yeah, he's getting towards 2. But he's vocal, but he doesn't have many words. So vocal is, he has a lot to say. We just don't know what he's saying. Does that make sense? Although he's good at communicating. I definitely know he's mad and that he wants me to come back to play more. But sorry, buddy. It's the downside of working from home. Like, I gotta get stuff done. And if this was just, like a passion project, be a little different, but it's not. I do have to get paid for this bad boy. Pushing boundaries phase. Yeah, he's definitely pushing boundaries phase. He's like my tantrum kid too. He's super chill until he's not, and then he pushes boundaries and tantrums. It's really fun for everybody. Let's do it at... I don't often measure out my spacing, but when I do, sure makes shit pretty easy. Also, I'm kind of playing hooky from my day job, which is also commission only, so it is what it is. Got my phones blowing up. I don't know if it's just like a group chat on Slack or if it's like something for me. I should check that in a minute. That just zooped right out of my fingers. Robbie cuddles when he wants, and if you try when he doesn't want it, and pushing and saying no over and over, if you don't stop, he hits. Eee. So when his cousin keeps doing it, we have to tell him you have to let him give you affection. He used to be super loving and cuddly, and now he's not. Yes, and I understand that. Like, there's a level of like expected affection, but I am someone who I don't hug. I'm not a hugger. I like to hug my kids, but I've never been a hugger. It's awkward for me, and I don't love the invasion of my personal space. And I think one of the things that makes hugging even more awkward for me is that I feel like an obligation a little bit, which makes it not so genuine and more of an expectation. So we try really hard. One of the things I'm trying, especially with my 6-year-old right now, is that because she is aggressively affectionate. She will hug anybody. So for her, we're trying to make sure that she gets someone's consent before she hugs them or touches them at all. And also on the other side is that trying to practice consent with her, that if someone in the family asks her for a hug and she says no, that I'm like, she said no. Sorry. And it's not that she doesn't like you. That's usually not it. She just doesn't want to be touched right now. And I think we all go through that as phases as humans, where we're just like, I don't want to be touched right now. And that makes it, makes it challenging because they don't. My parents have been really good about it. My husband's family is not good about it at all. They just are like, no, you owe me a hug, which I understand, but also like, nah. She's sick. She doesn't owe you anything. So it's hard, but He's probably just going through a little phase of wanting some extra autonomy and hugging, being someone that often feels like hugging takes away a little bit of my autonomy. I can understand where he's maybe not super into it right now. Is it frustrating? Oh yeah, absolutely. Careful, bud. That's a silly... Be careful. He has like it's a box, a crate with elastics on it that you can put, like, it came with these little shapes that you put in and out of the box. They're a box with rubber bands across, I don't know, rubber bands, elastics. But he has put his, like, water cup in it and has balanced them and is now trying to balance on top of the water cup. Because why not? Yeah, I'm not a big hugger either. I hug and kiss my kids, but not much other than that. Other than when I want to. Yeah, I am 100% on board. I mean, maybe it's something as simple as, I don't know, this isn't simple. You know, when his cousin comes up, you say you have to ask him for a hug, unless he's too young to understand. I don't know. That's hard. I hate when my kid says no to something and I have to, like, go be the hammer that tells the family member, and I'm like, sorry, she said no. It's not that she doesn't love you, it's that she doesn't want to hug right now. And sometimes the only reason she doesn't want to hug is because she's doing something else that has more of her attention and would prefer to continue playing. And I know. Cousin is 5, Robbie is 2. Yeah, so maybe cousin could learn how to ask. Maybe. I mean, not saying that they have to, but just reinforcing that expectation. I don't know. All right. It's a little different on the neck because yeah, I don't make hug anyone and I just say hi or bye to whoever. Yeah, I don't hug many people. I do more so now than I used to, but I still... Like, I barely hug my husband. It's not because I don't love him. I just... Honestly, hugs have made me so awkward most of my life that it never occurs to me to just, like, give someone a hug. Unless it's my kids. And then I'm happy to. There's my unprofessional parenting advice. I'm just pulling out the ones I need so I can slide the rest of these out of my way so I can stop shuffling through them. Because I'm just using standard clear crystals instead of the ABs. Because I decided the ABs were just too colorful. You can't tell on the camera, but I can tell. Yeah, I think requiring them to say, like, hello and goodbye and acknowledging them. And we've kind of come to a agreement that, you know, if you don't want to hug someone, that you offer, like, a high five instead. And the point of that is so you can still show someone that you care about their presence and, like, are happy to have them around, but you don't want any, like, you know, you don't want to have a hug right then. So, okay, I think I got them all. All right. Whoop. Tried to throw that off into the ether. Back, Heavy came talk to me. You're fine. You're fine. I'm just a working. Okay, that's gonna be fine. I don't need to add the next one to it. Flip. I'm just getting out more rhinestones. I switched them all up. Gotta make time for those husbands, or they get a little whiny. Yeah, they do. Mine is king of staying up till well after midnight, and then he gets up at like 6 to go to work every morning. Which is fine. His priority, his situation there, it's up to him. He's the one that has to deal with the consequences of being up late. But he's also, and like I'll go up to bed and he'll just stay down doing his thing, which is totally fine. It's just how I've always been. But if he goes to bed early, he's always like, why are you staying up so late? What are you doing? What's your plan? Why aren't you coming to bed? Don't you want to spend time with me? And I'm like, 90% of the time, I'm in bed by-ish midnight, and you are just like, okay, good night. Oh, I don't need to take that cap off. 2, 3, 9, 10. So, you know. Yeah. It's like I don't know, does he feel bad going to bed early? Is he like, why are we suddenly worried about You don't have to feel bad about going to bed early. It's fine. But if I go to bed before 9, I will be up about 2 a.m. and I will not be able to sleep. Parental leave is about to end for your hubby. Yeah, that's hard. That changes the game a little bit. My husband is really good at babies. Like that's his jam for kids is babies. He's like, they're easy. And I'm like, well, they would be easy if He didn't have, if I didn't hormones, just like raging all the time, which he 100% agrees on that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. But he, like, up until the time when they're about 9 months old, that's his jam. Actually, yeah. Pretty much until he's good until they're walking for the most part. Once they're mobile or starting to talk and have opinions, he's good at it. But as soon as they start to not completely bend to his will, he's not so great at it. I prefer, I'm a super fan of like the early toddler stage, which is what the baby's in right now, 20 months old, nearing 2. He's still not talking, but he's still like easy to persuade to do something else. Versus, so like, you don't have to really reprimand him for anything. You just give him something else to do. He doesn't talk back. I mean, there's a little bit of tantruming, but yeah, I crash early now since Axel is more awake at 1 a.m. on. So hubby puts Robbie to bed for me. We're trying to get Robbie on bedtime that's not so late. It's hard. My 6-year-old still goes to bed super late. She is PM kindergarten. She doesn't have to be up for anything. But it's hard. But look, I fixed my sweatshirt. Fixed my collar so it lays correctly. I don't know if anybody knew that or cared, but I had put my collar on backwards. The neckband on backwards, which bit of a pain in the ass to fix. And so it was like choking me because I like to, like, I don't stretch the neckband right here from like my little, I don't know, these little bones, collarbones, right? I don't stretch it here, and then I stretch it, and then I really stretch it right along the very back. And then that way it pulls, like everything wants to hang forward instead of, you get the sweatshirts that like constantly want to pull backwards. So I fixed it today. I'm much happier with it. It is, hubby does 3 weeks of daytime, then we'll be on rotating shifts. I don't know if that's going to make it harder or worse. Easier, worse? 10, I think I did there. 2, 3. Yeah. That's hard. My husband doesn't have rotating shifts, fortunately, with his job. He just is supposed to work 4 10s. So he has to be there. He's supposed to work, I think, 7 to 5? 7 to 6? I don't know what he's supposed to work. But they're moderately flexible on just like getting your hours in. So you could come at 6 to leave at 4 or 5, or you can swing it a little bit. But then it's military, so he also has like drill weekends. So on those weeks, he works his 4 days, works the 3-day drill weekend, and then works the next 4 days without a day off, and it's just a lot. Fucking lot. Yeah, sorry, I don't play Stream Raiders. That sound is not for me. What happened? put these a little close together. It's fine. What? What did you drop in that suddenly you need so much of? You cutie patootie bean? Alright, so after I get the front of this finished, I'm going to take a quick break, check on my sickie, though I'm sure we have a little tent, and she's in there playing iPad, and she was eating last time I handed her food a little while ago, so I'm sure she's fine. I really only hear from her when she's not fine or she's bored. And then we'll let this dry for a little bit, and I will sew together the Girl Scout outfit, the one that one. Hey, Heat, how are you? Good morning to you, my dear. But, I mean, I said I'm taking a break, but really today I'm just streaming to, like, keep myself fucking working and going. Because it's so easy for me, like, and I've done enough for a little while, and just, like, walking away from it. You have a couple work meetings. I'm lurking, but I'm here. That is absolutely fantastic. I think I probably have a work meeting today to do that I'm shirking. We'll see. Actually, I can tell you. Oh, nope. So I need to let this dry just a little bit more so when I flip it, it doesn't just like all over the place. But he thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and, do the lurky things. I'm just working. This is just to keep me going today. Because usually I'd be like, oh, I've done enough for a little while, and like go walk away for hours and do other things, which I have other things to do, but also like getting some of these costumes off my plate and out of my life. Like this one, once I get it stoned, all I have to do is attach the straps and back once she tries it on, and I do have to make a closure clasp. So I'm really close. I'll make the closure clasp in just a minute. Where are my pins things? So I am going to take a quick break. I would put on words on stream, but we really don't have enough of us to words on stream right now. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to let you enjoy your music that reminds me of the music my grandma was always listening to when I went to her house. And I kind of adore it. Get that so I don't knock it off. All right. I'll be RB, my friends. See you in a second. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien, ¿y tú? Only Spanish, I know. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Everybody is good. The baby wanted more Cheerios. Honey Nut Cheerios to be exact. Because that's what he likes. And I don't blame him. All right. So I think... It's actually pretty stiff. We might flip this and just go ahead and do the back while we're here. No reason not to. See, these are the straps. They are not done yet. Obviously. So that's fun. All right. Okay. Awkwardly gonna do this set moment here. Oh, there you go. All right. I thought I'd smoosh those around, but it's okay. All right. We're going to do our, like, kind of precise measurements. Where the hell did I put that? Got it. Did I said 5/8? Yeah. Okay. It's all right. Precision can kind of suck it. Well, that worked out right on the seam. All right. Diamond painting IRL. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Hello, Sheepy. How are you this morning? Well, I guess it's afternoon. It's noon. This lunchtime-ish, afternoon-ish time. How are you? Spectacular, I hope. I hope you got some good sleep. I did not, but, you know, I will live to not sleep another day, so it'll be fine. In the meantime, I need to get some of my list off my plate, because group costumes are looming over me, and they take an eternity. The fun thing, it feels like morning, the day is going too fast. I agree. I just looked at the clock, I'm like, oh shoot, it's 11:30 almost. One of the things I love about solo costumes is I can kind of just like take my time on each piece into a moderation, right? And like be a little creative on the output of it, and oftentimes end up learning something as I do it. But in group costumes, I don't get that opportunity so much because speed is my friend in those. And I have, after doing some fringe last night and realizing those fringe costumes are going to be much more tedious than I anticipated, I'm really glad I did the little test on it. So now I can be prepared for that. But it kind of made me realize that I need to stop being leisurely about some of these solos and just get them cranked out, which I can't, especially when like this one that I think even with stoning, I'll only be about 4 hours into this costume, give or take, which is pretty decent. It would have been faster if I hadn't streamed all of this costume, but that's okay. This one was pretty straightforward. So it's all right. It's all right. We're getting there. Doing the things. Kind of got to hurry. My glue is tacking up. Which is fine. Let's see if I have any more of these up here. Oh, don't run away from me, little gem. I mean, I do feel like I have a little bit of extra time today because I'm not sending E to school because she only just broke her fever yesterday, so she's not 24 hours fever free. And even if she was 24 hours fever free, she is coughing and hacking today. And I am not about to... Oh, those don't line up. That's a treacherous situation. Sorry. I'm not about to send her to school in the hacking mess that she is today. That would be mean of me. Oh, I just put glue on it before I got more stones out. Winning today. Winning. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Ah! Zipping it away. All right. All right, all right, all right. Oh, geez. Okay. Band done. Now let's do our, like, lines. What? You have Cheerios? And why are they all over the floor? It goes like this when he wants my undying attention. Oh, that's a big glob. 13, 14, 15. Yes, I eyeballed it. It's fine. It's going on a human body, which has curves, and is going to be moving as she dances. Eyeballing is okay. The reason I didn't eyeball the waistband is because it doesn't have so much movement in it. And I was doing straight lines versus a, like, more organic design, and that needs a little more precision. Not a ton more precision. I did fudge the eyeball just a little bit. Oh, that's upside down and will be bad news. Oh, he's gonna throw something at me. Last time I put rhinestones, I stoned on stream. I found so many stones glued to places. I had to pry off. Mostly to like my cutting mat, which is fine. And a little bit of acetone will take it off. But also it'll wear off pretty fine. Knock, knock, who's there? He's knocking. Knock, 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 knock. Whoa. All right, next line. Just hacking through it. So if I ever stone group costumes like this, what I end up doing, you guys are wondering, I end up cutting a template out of my silhouette so I can just shake the rhinestones onto the template, just like you would the little tray in a diamond painting. And then using like vinyl transfer, lay it down, pick it up, and then go put it. And I usually put it on the costume before I sew it together, so it's very flat as I lay it, because then I kind of know what it needs to look like, and it goes by so fast. Even though I still hand glue, I don't heat press, it's not my jam, but I do makes it so I don't have to like measure anything out. It's really nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm one short on that one. That's okay. I don't think anyone's going to count the rhinestones. And honestly, with these types of stones, I don't charge for the stones themselves. It's just in my notions fee. It's just time I charge for. The only time I charge for stones is if I'm doing like big hand sewn ones that are like the stones themselves are close to $1 a piece, or even 50 cents a piece. So, you know. Tweezers are getting a little tacky. Clean out the tweezers. They're sticking. Everything is sticking. Oh, buddy. He's just having he's just frustrated with me. He's so frustrated with me. Kind of mad. You guys hear him crying at me? I'll go grab him. Let him say hi. Actually, I probably should check and see if he needs a diaper change. I bet. This is why streaming while he's awake is a little challenging, because we're going to add one right in here. He wants my undivided attention, as many kids do, right? Ooh, okay. We're really close to ad time anyway, so I think I'll just run my ads and go get him. What do you need, Bubba? What's wrong? Your hand is stuck? Hold on. Apparently his hand. Yeah, I'll help you get your hand out. Why did you put your hand through? Oh gosh. There you go. Don't put your hand back through there because then he'll want to. Okay, there is a hole in the netting of the new play yard we have for him, and he stuck his hand in and got it stuck. Mostly it was stuck because he was kind of panicking about it, right? Versus it being really stuck, but... All right. And now my daughter is over playing with him. I don't know if you can hear him screeching in the background or not. They're very happy with each other right now. They yell when they're mad. They yell when they're happy. They sound very similar to an untrained ear. Okay, so we're gonna get this skirt. This is the last diamond on the skirt. And then I just need to flip it over, finish the neck up. And this one it will be our last, this one will be finished. I know, okay. I know that this is not sewn on, but I do need to measure it to my dancer before I sew them on because I made some sorry. I made some serious adjustments to the pattern. What are you crying about? And I have a tendency to make straps too long. So I'm going to wait and have her, we'll try it on. I will sew it together and then we'll be done. So I think this is pretty close to where it should be right now, but I don't know the best way to do this right now. Because it's just awkward on the... Maybe I can just pull it off the thing. Hold on. I'm kind of done with the stretch on this top one anyway. Oh, sorry. I hit the camera again. Sorry. Okay. I'm not taking it all the way to the edge on this because I need to put the clasp on. Oh gosh. No, you have glue on you. Please don't do that. Put those a little far apart. There we go. You kind of have a moment when you can pull the glue off without it leaving too much of a residue spot. Like there's definitely a small residue spot on there, but it will be very, very hard to see. I can go back with a Q-tip and some acetone and probably clean it all the way up, but I need to wait for the other gems to dry all the way before I do that. So, because you don't have very long. And if you push the glue into the fabric at all, or it soaks into the fabric at all, it will leave a spot kind of forever. So this, because this is spandex, and spandex definitely has like a treatment on it, some type of chemical coating on it before it gets washed. And even sometimes after it gets washed, the glue just doesn't saturate into it quite as quickly. Which also can mean spandex is really hard to like heat press. Oh, my tummy's growling. It must be lunchtime. Alright. Whew, okay. Alright, last few stones. Perfect. Alright. Beautiful. Let's trim these, because even though I know I'm gonna have to trim it more, it just looks nicer having the dancer try it on when I don't have strings hanging off. Back in the old school days of costumes, even when you ordered from a catalog, oftentimes you had to put your straps on yourself. That's just pretty standard. It's not so much a thing anymore. All right, let me go grab a hanger for this beauty, which I have right here. Just being gentle with it right now while it dries. So yeah, we do have to make the clasp for the back. I'm not quite sure how I want to do that yet. So there's that. All right. Slide the skirt off. You guys want me to zoom out so you can see this piece done? You interested in that? Get the glue. Oh, let me put the glue away so I don't glue something I shouldn't right now. All right. Oops, sorry. So this is it. She done. I mean, done as much as she's gonna be done today. Sorry, I'm still here listening, working on taxes. Oh. The worst. Ooh, I gotta get my, 1099s out to my employees from last year. Oopsies. I guess I know, isn't it gorgeous? It was a fun one. It was easy. It was easy, it was fast, it came out cute. It's just ready to go. And I didn't put any jewels right here because the picture, oh, I do have that. I could have put that up a while ago. This is the one where, this is like the inspiration for it. But she wanted blue, so that's what we did. So yeah, I have to get the clasp one in the back. I've got to attach the back of the things, but other than that, she done. Gotta love it. So, I want to leave this to dry before I hang it. Hanging skirts is always awkward. So how do I How do I do this, do you think? You know what? I'll just use 2 hangers for now until she finishes drying. Because she needs 24 hours to cure before I can really manhandle her. Because stones, like, they probably won't come off at this point, but they have, like, there's potential. There's potential. So we're going to awkwardly stick this hanger through the crotch of the pants. Like, not a pretty sight to behold, but we'll totally do the job. I'm going to go hang this up so it doesn't, I don't mush off a stone. And I just ran through those ads and didn't even notice. Oh, ads in progress. Okay, we'll be right back. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Time to put away some stoning things. Ooh, I should stone that other one. Oh, the sun is coming through a window right here, so I'm going to look like an angel for a little while for you. You're welcome. I have another costume that I'm supposed to stone. But I'm not sure... I'm not sure if I'm going to stone it today. I need to get... It's done. It just needs to put some black rhinestones on it. I'm probably going to wait until the rest of my projects are kind of like finished to do that one. Because that one doesn't need any sizing or anything. It is done. All right. Let's put away that one. So the current project on the list is now a completed project. I mean, 90% completed. I still have to do the straps. Let's see if I can do this without making a bigger mess. Nailed it. All right. All right, we're gonna put away all of my rhinestones for now. My rhinestone drawer is a mess. You guys, the baby has not stopped eating today. I think he's spurting because, like, seriously eating everything I hand him constantly, crying about it when he's done eating. Oh, look. This is the ruler I was looking for earlier. It was on my desk under all my shit. Great. Great. Glad I found it. Glue. All right. I made a macaroni and cheese. It's still making. It just beeped at me. Tape drawer. Yeah, constant eating. And I found that damn ruler. You hungry? You want more? This is where I'm at in life. This is for my child. The kid, the bottomless pit, he's crying because he knows it's for him. But it's going to be a second because it's a little hot right now. Just came out of the microwave. So if anyone is wondering my parenting style, this is it. And also, I'm going to hand it to him to devour. I hate these spoons. Just like in his play yard. They're so just bendy. So, how are you all doing this afternoon? How are you in your happy time zone? Hope you're doing well. I'm just real lifing for a minute. It's really hot. Because usually I stream once he naps because it's like never-ending torture. It's not never-ending torture. He's a good kid. Sorry about my sniffles. The cold the baby gave me and then gave my daughter is just lingering. I also have a bit of a headache today. But I think it's because I missed my chiropractor appointment yesterday. I know you want it. He just like threw his binky out for it, but it's still too hot for you to eat, buddy. I know. It makes my glasses fog up. You can't see it, but I can. Sorry, buddy. It's going to burn your cute mouth. Because everything comes out of the microwave. I know he's over there signing eat as fast as he can. Eat, eat, eat. Buddy, you've probably already eaten 1,000 calories today, which is great, my growing boy, but Jesus Christ. Does HOA fees count as utilities? It depends on what the fees are covering, to be honest with you. I actually can answer this question moderately. So, I know. Oh, shoot. No. Brand new clean sweatshirt. Damn it. Yeah, your craft room is your home office. That's fine. I mean, your utilities are going to be gas, water, electric, cable and internet, phone bills. Those are all technically utilities as well these days. Are you, I mean, I'm not a tax professional, but I can tell you what we do. So your HOA fees, like if your HOA covers, if your HOA fees cover some of your utilities as well, included like trash and water, then you probably can count it as utilities. A tax person's probably better to help you on that for sure. But also, I don't like, I said, yeah, it has to be a utility, just like general maintenance isn't going to be covered. And some HOAs, like your water bill is just included in your HOA fee, right? And some like don't, you pay your utilities separately. So for me, with my business, because like my business is sewing costumes and running the dance competition, I actually pay myself rent for my space. Instead of counting as like a percentage of my home as my office, right? Because there's that type of tax write-off. I pay myself rent for my office space in my home and take the write-off as that expense, and it works out better for me. But like my tax guy does that. I don't know how to help you do that, but that's how I handle my, because your home office space, like there's some pretty strict guidelines if you were to get like audited. I might do that next year then. You could do that this year. Like, you can backdate pay yourself for it. Here I am giving tax advice on air. Sorry, I don't actually know, but that's how I do mine. Because my space is not an my space does not meet a home office. My space does not meet a home office guidelines for an office. Because I am literally in a dining room of my home. It is completely open. You have to be able to, I think you technically have to be able to shut a door, if I'm correct. And yeah, nah. I can't. Okay, so I've got to sew a white costume together. I got to cut a whole bunch of costumes. I got to print some things. The next costume I'm doing is out of this fabric. So yeah, Sheep, do you not have someone that does your taxes for you, that preps them? It's worth it. Like, it's not cheap. I think it costs me about, I think I pay $600 a year in tax prep because I prep my business and then my personal. We did it with military, but they don't do it anymore. And if you have anything more than like simple W-2s, it's in you want to go someone else. I used TurboTax until I had like my own business, and then I couldn't. It was too complicated. I kept coming up paying like exorbitant amount of taxes, and I was just like, I can't. This is too much. So this is the costume that's coming up next. I would say even now, even though you started, like you can get a tax person to do it for you. It's worth it because so for me, what I pay my tax person to do, one, if I get audited, they take care of it. Like they 100% will handle it. And two, I probably pay less. Like I save more than that $600 it costs me to do it that way. So it's a million times worth it. And actually I need to start getting my tax stuff together. And then I just send it to them. I send it, they kind of like do the prep for it, and then I go in and I sit down with him for like an hour, and then my taxes are done. And I walk out of there. Usually we get federal tax back and have to pay state tax. So then I have to pay state tax, which I fucking always forget, and then end up getting like mean late fees. Not mean late fees necessarily. Good job using your spoon, buddy. That's so great. Sorry, I set my phone somewhere down in my house, and oh, it wasn't far. It was right here. He's using his spoon today. I was going to show you what this costume is, like my inspiration for this costume. Try to do it without doxing anybody. So this is the inspiration for the costume, this one down here. We're going to use this kind of like top, and then we want the shorts to kind of look like that, right? I don't have a picture of it yet because I've got to think through it a little bit, but I have white thread in my serger for the white costume. The leotard I have to resew back together. And then this is going to be lined with white. So it kind of makes sense to just do these costumes at the same time so I don't have to rethread my serger, which sounds like the stupidest thing to like not want to rethread my serger for that simple thing, but it's a thing, y'all. All right. I'm going to draw this costume and then pick a pattern for it. I think I know what patterns I need, but it's kind of hard because the top, it's not hard. It is. It's just pain in the ass. There's the marker I couldn't find the other day. We're going to do red. Sorry, the light over here is blaring. All right. Let's see. There we go. So this is kind of what we're working with. So I am not an artist. Obviously. I mean, you guys can tell it's this part right here that I'm drawing. I'm also going to make these sleeves, I think, wider. Yeah. And the reason is because I know that I have a pattern that will give me this like, kind of like, not this collar, don't look at the collar, but this line that this makes. So I've got that. I would love to draw curves for these kids, but they're just fucking cylinders. Okay. We've got, oh, it looks like they use a princess seam. I'm not going to use, so they have a princess seam coming right here. I'm not going to make a princess seam. I'm going to decide if I do that, I'm going to applique the piping. Because your girl's not doing princess seams for 7-year-olds. Like, not natural princess seams. I do have a fuck, what's the words I'm looking for? I don't know. The belt is going to be sewn in the short join. And then these are the shorts. Kind of the way we want the shorts to look. Once again, these kids have no hips. This is high-waisted. This is their natural waist. FYI. There's their hips that don't exist. And then we're gonna ruffle. So that is this. And then this is how I'm going to represent the houndstooth. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump that. Right? Oh. Here. So you all know what I'm representing with this fabric. It's this. There we go. Look at that. Pro streamer. And then all of the trim, buttons, everything, it's going to be white. Okay, that's the costume we're making. Isn't she cute? Okay, this is my art skills 100% at work. Cute, right? It's gonna be cute, and it's my daughter wears this one. So it's gonna be for her and two of her little friends. They're doing a little trio. Okay, so I have a pattern that is like a shorty unitard that would work. It's not shaped super well, but I could take a dart. That's okay. And then I have a different pattern that's just for the top. See if they're open by chance. Yeah, here, I'll show you. I'll show you. So it's this right here. See how that top, like the front really matches. I mean, honestly, it doesn't even, like, it matches that a lot, but I don't even think I need to take... Nope, that's a different one. That's the... What pattern is that? 2792? Okay, so that's this pattern. But I don't care about this back right here in the pattern. It doesn't matter to me at all. Because I just want straps that come straight over. Let's see if I can do this without showing you guys too much stuff. 2792. So this pattern, like this, I'm not going to do the applique, the Canadian leaves, obviously, but I think I could just use this pattern It's like a one-piece pattern. It's pretty straightforward. And just take the line up. None of them are standing straight on, so maybe this one's easier to see. Down here in the corner, I'm using this cute girl in the bottom corner. Like, oops, I would take it up like this on the front and back, and then attach separate sleeves, essentially. Yep. And then same thing on the back, way down here in the corner. I'll just make this back like straight across, essentially. Let's do that. I think that's a good plan, my friends. So now I have to open, so let's get rid of these because I'm not using them. 31, 38. All right, so I need to get my sizing figured out. I happen to know that the bum on these run really tight, quite tight. I mean, it's supposed to be competition fit, but it's super snug. So, oh look, I'm looking at Sana in the background because I love her. All right. Sorry, I have to move I'm gonna pull measurements and kids' names up, so I can't show you all that. And I could show you my kids, but everybody else is on there too. You'll be able to see it. All right, my child, let's look at sizing on this. Oh, we need to go back to this one. Let's look at the sizing on this. You guys can help me if you want. So my child is 41 inches. She's 41 inches for her girth. So we are looking at this row down here for girth. This is where she would be, but I want to give her some growing room, and I usually go up 2 sizes for growing room. So that puts her here in size L. The rest of her measurements, I don't have her bust. It doesn't matter. It never does. Her waist is 20. She's got 2 inches there. Her hips are 24, so she's got 4 inches. And knowing that this runs snug, I will have both growing room and it should be fine. Like, these use a lot of negative ease, so probably it won't even, like, she'll still be squeezing it. So I'm going to just make a note right on this pattern that E equals an L. Let's look at my other kid. She's S. S is a 39 inch. She's so small. She's taller than my child, but she is the narrowest thing. She's 39 inch. So she falls into this one, and then going up 2 sizes takes her to K. Her hips are only 22, like way down here. So that's a 5-inch difference. It is going to be too much. And then her chest is an 18. So I think what we'll do is make her a K on the girth, but we're going to make her an I on the width. I know, very exciting. You guys love this. The last kid's name is K. Not going to give you her name. She's a 44 inch, so she would be here normally. Add 2 sizes up for her girth, puts her to N. 24 inch hip. So yes, her and my daughter are the same width. So that hip, that's a 5, that's too much. 24, and then she is, oh, I'm looking at the wrong, a 21 inch bust, and that's too much there too. I don't need 8 inches. So we are gonna do an N44. We're gonna do an M for girth and a we'll do a K for width on her. So we're going to have to do some custom sizing. It's going to be fine. That's what happens. All right. See, there's my note, so I know what sizes I'm doing. All right, I'm going to print some stuff. So here's what I'm going to do. I need the I. I don't need the J. I need the K. I need the L. I need the M. And then I don't need any sizes bigger than that. All right, and also my husband just called, so I need to call him back. So I'm going to mute myself for just a second while I do this. Oh, I'll show you what I'm doing. I hate this one with the crotch panel. I forget that it has it. It's a panel that's like right here. It's fine. Okay, so we need to print this, but we only need these bottom pages down here. I don't know if you can see that. We don't need this top because we're not using that at all. So let's print some stuff. Oh, my husband totally, he didn't answer, so I totally just left a message of me rambling. All right, we need, do we really need 12? Let's go take a look. Freaking unfortunately, yes. Dang it. Okay. We have to print page 12 for like this little teeny tiny thing on it. No, because I'm changing the shape. I can figure that out without the whole page. That's fine. So 13 through 16 and 18 through 20. Here we go. Oops, double click. Take a little picture of this. Gonna just crop it to square. I know, it's very exciting. Like, this is what my days look like when I'm not, like, actually planning stuff. Like, oh, they're not like doing very, like, stream specific things, right? I just have to do the stuff. It's not fun. Sorry. I mean, I'm not really sorry. I'm doing the things that I have to do. It's fine. Okay. Stuff's printed. Let's put it together. Ah! I'm fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. This pattern works really well for kids that do not have a lot of curves because the patterns don't, the back is one piece and just like goes in for the hips. But when you have one piece patterns like that, when the back is just one piece pattern and like curves in, like you see someone from the front and back, it works okay on people that are like fairly narrow and not very curvy. But for the rest of us, the better option is to have a pattern that the back is two different pieces. And then that way the back is sewn together and can create not only the side to side curve like this, but the curve that your back makes into your booty. You have a third curve. I mean, obviously you have more than a third curve, but having the back two different pieces. So if this was cut into two different pieces here to curve for the booty, what you would see is this is your shoulders, and then you would see a little bit of a dip in here, and then come back out here for your hips. And then it would, and then when you sewed them together right here, that would kind of take that dip out of your lower back that happens. There you go. Learn something about pattern making. Oh, look. Printed this page for nothing. Whoops. It's fine. I'll give it to my kid to color on. She's good at that. Has anyone heard me bitch about how much I hate taping patterns together before? I don't think I've done it enough in my life. Hate this part. Hate it. I miss my projector. Which more and more now that I realize that I'm going to be in this space for quite I hate tape, right? I hate it, sheep. I used to have a projector up in the baby's room, which used to be my sewing room. I have a projector that I would project all my patterns and be done. And when I moved into this space, thinking it was, only a couple months while we finished the basement, which now has been put on hold again for who knows how long, for a myriad of reasons. Number one being the fact that we realize we have a leak in our sprinkler system and are going to have to deal with that this summer, which is going to be massively pricey to dig up the whole sprinkler system and figure out which one is fucking leaking. And then on top of that, as I rage over this, we may as well do the xeriscaping we've been talking about forever if we're already going to be digging up the whole fucking front lawn and back lawn because we don't know where the leak is. Could be anywhere. We don't see any signs of it. The only reason we know is because Draper, there's my city. Our city came out and was like, we want to check your water main because you show you've used more than 15,000 gallons of water this month and you normally use 3 in the winter. You've been using enough water that you would use when you're sprinklering. More than when you're sprinklering. Which fortunately in the winter with the tiered water pricing made it affordable. We only ended up spending about $100 on our water bill, but $100 on a water bill in the middle of winter is insane. So anyway, so this is the back. And I think what I want my plan to be for this, because the only thing I really have to adjust on this pattern is this line right here. Where's that stupid thing that I couldn't find earlier? It's right here. I don't want to push anything off my... So that is the eye. Which doesn't even matter because I'm using the width of the eye at some point. Okay, where's my red one? So this taping PDF was not that bad because it's like teeny kids leotards. So what I'm just using the same color scheme that they are to do this. Just makes my life easier when I'm gonna go trace everything in a minute. I think this is interesting, looking at this pattern, that L and M are so different in, like, look how far apart these two sizes are compared to K and L. And it's just because of where it's like set on the page. Hey Claire, how are you? Good morning to you, my dear. See how they, like, it's just where they like set them on the page, and probably because of all the other pattern pieces to make it more clear, but yeah, because that's the legs you can't see because of the sun, the only sunshine we've had in like days coming through, making me look like an angel. So because I am not going to need, like, I don't need this section. I mean, kind of need this section. What's gonna happen? So it looks like my M. Do I have anyone that needs M length? Yes, she needs M length. Okay. M length and K width, which is right here. There we go. And then Soraya S needs a K length to I width. I'm doing okay. My browser keeps crashing and I don't know why. Have you restarted your computer? Have you cleared your browsing history? Have you done an update? I don't know. I'm giving you all the things that I would try. I don't actually know if any of them will work. I'm sorry. But like, that's kind of my order of operations. So my daughter just gets the L line, the blue all the way around. She's easy. I'll try that if it does again. Yeah, I don't know. Which browser is it? Is it Edge or Chrome? Or I guess Firefox? Do people use Firefox still? It's Firefox. Have you checked to see if it has an update? So one of the things that makes Firefox like really cool is that it has kind of like a built-in VPN feature. Chrome crashes like under a minute when I use it. Do you have an antivirus software? Do you have a virus? Because if you have both your browsers crashing, it's probably not the browser, my dear. So here's what I'm going to do, because I don't need M width on any of it. So we're going to cut these out biggest to smallest, because that's just what makes sense to do. So the first one is we need M length to... Oh, this is going to be funky. I have to trace it. I hate tracing it. If I even have any tracing paper left right now, I do. I hate tracing things. I'm not texting enough to know myself. You don't know if you have any antivirus software? No idea. Okay, well then I'm going to tell you. My guess is probably that you have a virus or spyware or malware or something. I think Malwarebytes is free for like a trial period. It's a good one. I like it. I would go download it, or even if you, or just like go ahead and buy it, do the scan, see if it has anything, and if it does, follow its things to get the stuff fixed. Oops. Okay, sorry. Malwarebytes. Yeah, I think it's Bytes, B-Y-T-E-S too. Okay, I'm actually going to give me a little seam allowance right here. About a 1/4 inch. Okay. Okay, great. All right, and now the fix on this one, which is just a little bit tricky. Hey, baby girl, what's up? Yeah, what would you like to eat, my dear? More pancakes? Okay, I'd be happy to. Can you give me just a second to trace this? Uh-oh, I didn't draw anything. I might even pull that up a little higher. I never know if those websites are legit or not. Here, I'll give you a link. Just a second. Here you go. Legit. Get it. Get her done. Yeah? I don't think I need an eye for that, though. It's fine. Gotta get my kids some more food. She's hungry. All right. I will be right back. Just a second.